the main man's put a top 10 busted moves video out. I ain't reacted to a main man video in ages. I don't think it's been since Tekken 8. Tekken 8's been out for a year. Let's see what's going on. Let me see what he's got going on.
In competitive play, you'll note that they do this.
Yeah, this move is hella busted. Yep, busted.
And you'll note that the opponent, for some reason, is just blocking for 50 seconds at a time.
Yep.
Even the pro players, when they are on the receiving end of this, they just block. You can't do anything.
Busted. It's actually busted. I don't know why. This intro's sick. That's intro.
What's up, guys? TheMainManSWE here. Hoping you're all doing awesome as always. And just for fun, I'm now gonna record a top 10 broken moves in Tekken 8.
What is this?
Like that are always interesting, and you always learn something, and then you also go like, oh, so that's why I lose to that character all the time. I did one for Tekken 7, and you know, a lot of people liked that, so a viewer was like, can't you make one for Tekken 8? So I'm gonna try to do that.
Jin's down 2 needs to be in it. Can you not hear him?
My son, Jin Kazama.
Down 2
Jin
has
is
to
gonna
be
be the only character on this list that has 2 moves in the top
down 2.
10. It would be nice to pick one move on, you know, each of these dumb characters, but I think Jins are so astronomically OP, bullshit, dog shit moves that he needs to have 2 moves, and hopefully I do well enough of an argument for it that you understand that he needs to have 2 moves on the list.
No.
So first off for me is Jin's Heat Smash. If someone said this is the best move in the game, I would have no objection to give you. What? I would just say I tip my hat to you, sir.
Wait. He put Jin's Heat Smash as top 10 busted moves. What? Do you not believe his Heat Smash is busted? I was expecting like maybe like down 2 and like the dive kick. Let me hear him out. I'll hear him out.
But I just did. Looks really cool, right? Okay. That's awesome. No one does that one. Everyone does version 2, which is by inputting 4 as well for a right thrust kick there. This will wall splat from 95 football fields away.
Nah, it does wall splat from far.
Into combat choice, into half-life. It tracks a lot.
Heat Smasher shouldn't be doing that much damage, I'm not gonna lie.
Of reach. Way more reach than is ever justified on a move of this type. So a lot of tracking, a lot of reach. Gigantic amounts of damage. Like, even if you do something super basic.
It is annoying, for sure.
Like this. It's pretty much always half-life. Sometimes if they get the side splat on the wall, you can see them do like 60-70% in damage. To add insult to injury, if this move is blocked and at the wall, and you're slammed into the wall, which happens a lot considering the pushback on this attack, Jin gets plus 21. And he does chip damage. It gets higher as well. This is just unacceptable.
Depending on the range.
Especially as you don't want to look at this move in a vacuum. It's Jin, who is a collection of some of the most amazing moves in the game. He gets access to this Heat Smash. He gets access to this plus 21. As soon as Jin is standing in heat like this, opponent goes, okay, he has his Heat Smash. He has a loaded gun. It's pointing towards your fucking ball sack and your cock, mind you. So you don't do anything. You just stand there like this, and then they play around mind games with the Heat Smash. They don't pull the trigger on the Heat Smash. They start doing shit like this. This is also plus 15. Does a ton of chip because you don't dare duck. You don't dare sidestep. You don't dare do anything. And then he pulls the trigger on this, and then he might mix you up with whatever else. But yeah, Jin's Heat Smash is arguably the best move in the game. So now, number 2, Jin gets a second move in the top 10.
Down 2.
And it's none other than his legacy string 214, which has been there since Tekken 4.
What?
And this is a string that has pretty much always remained the same, but they had to buff it. And I shit you not, when this
wait. Sorry, chat. I don't mean to interrupt him. So wait, he didn't choose. So those were 2 moves, by the way. 2 moves. So he didn't choose down 2, and he didn't choose the dive kick. The dive kick is hella toxic. Why would you choose 2-1-4? Like, don't get me wrong, it just needs to be it just needs to like a either it doesn't knock down. That's it. But it's a counter hit string. I don't think it's. Nah, I don't know. I hear him out.
And I shit you not, when this game dropped in alpha and then in the beta test, the last hit on counter hit was a launcher. They got knocked down, and he got CD1, which would bound into a full juggle.
This was a counter hit launcher.
Dumb that it survived, a few weeks and then it was gone. It still remains though that counter hit property.
2-1-4 is not top 10.
He gets a free Scourge here,
busted me.
or
Stop
he gets
busting
a free CD1.
It's annoying.
Of course, also means,
and I don't like it.
That this wall splats the last hit on counter hit. You might think this is not super busted, but it's all of the properties together on this string that makes this string invincible. Okay. Actually, Arslanash has talked a lot about this string lately and how problematic it is, because Jin standing 2 is only 10 frames in speed. It's as fast as a normal jab.
Okay.
So you do 2-1,
which
and the
usually
second hit here is not a
2
high,
jab is usually 11 or 12 frames.
This is a perfect string to keep people in check, because you can't duck it. On hit, it's +6.
Okay.
And on block, it's -3. Jin is completely free.
That needs to be at least. That needs to be higher minus. That needs to be a higher minus, like -6 or something.
But you don't dare do anything. He's only -3.
But his streak's kind of high. I mean, kind of good, very good.
But always the threat of a follow-up. A follow-up mid kick. It's not a high.
But it's not busted.
It's a mid, and it's safe on block at -9. It's safe. Why he's only -3 here when he has the threat of a third safe mid kick, I will never understand. If there's a threat of a third strike,
should be -6.
He should probably Street Fighter. He should be -6 or 7. They did the same to us.
I've not watched this video. I'm just letting you know. This is the first time watching this. Usually in the Tekken world, and I'm just gonna break it down to you. If you have a string where the third hit is like, got a property of a launch or a counter hit, usually it's -6 or 7 or higher. That's just the general rule of like most of the strings of how they do certain things. There are some characters that have exception maybe, but that's the general rule. A move that has like a string that has a 2-hit, a 3-hit string, but you do the 2-hit version of it, usually -6 or up above. That's how it usually works. But -3 is high, especially if you got like that counter hit property.
They didn't allow her to have frames like that on a similar string. But Jin is allowed this for some reason. And if that hits on normal hit, the kick,
I'm a bit confused about not down 2 though.
And of course on counter hit, that happens. And at the wall, of course, I mean, my god, you won't do a single thing here. You can't afford getting counter hit into half.
There's way more cheaper moves than this.
Jin gets 2 moves on the top 10 most busted moves. And it's Heat Smash and it's 2-1-4. And next up we have Law, Martial Law. Law is of course one of the strongest characters in the game. He is S tier by a mile and has some amazing buttons we could discuss.
What move does he choose?
But the best one is 1-1-1. So this is a heat engager string, that's not a natural, right?
I don't know.
If I mash it out like this, nothing. -12. But it's a counter hit string, so if I counter hit, I get the whole thing. And this is counter hit confirmable. So you can do 1-1 like this, and if you note that it counter hits, you'll add the last hit.
Okay.
You can Twitch confirm this. You see that they press into it, you finish the string. Now when he is in heat...
Oh, just for confirmation. You don't need to wait for them to Twitch or anything like that. They have the counter hit animation. I hope he understands that. There's that pink slash animation, which indicates that a move is counter hit as well. So if you're not doing G-Cliffs, that's your way to kind of like confirm your G-Cliff. just by seeing that pink or purple slash animation.
Full launch.
Yeah, I don't agree that Law should have a G cliff
Full
launcher.
launch from a 10 frame jab.
Yeah, I don't agree.
And again, he'll twitch confirm.
I don't know.
He'll see that you mash into the first 2 hits. So he'll confirm and add the last one, right? And dash out of it. This is the only character in the game that will launch you from 10 frames in the open.
Yeah, that's
Any
insane.
other 10 frame string, be it Dragunov, be it Lars, this type of move, when we are in heat, it will knock down like this into a free follow-up.
Nah, he's right. That should
I
launch.
believe when season 2 comes around, it will be the same for Law's 1-1-1. It will knock down into a free 4-4-3. So yeah, Law takes 3rd place. And now we're gonna discuss Mr. Bolognese. Claudio makes a list at place number 4.
Down back 1+2.
And if you've listened to my videos a bit, you probably know what move I'm about to show you.
I haven't, but
It's
down back
Claudio's
1+2.
DP, down back 1+2.
Yeah, that move's dumb.
This move doesn't look like a lot when he's in his neutral state. It's a knockdown mid that's very evasive. He goes down like this, like a DP. That looks really awkward, but it's extremely evasive. It also acts like a steel pedal. See the pancake flip there on Jin.
He's grounded. I've never seen grounded hit. Okay.
So again, mid, DP, evasive, steel pedal, right? Nice, -12 on block. Now my hand is glowing. Note that I'm not in heat, right? My hand is glowing. This is Starburst, his install. You see the glowing star there at the top on the UI, underneath my health bar. Now I have access to Starburst attacks, so enhanced attacks. So now my DP launches. Natural hit launcher. Right? Now my DP is not only safe, but -2 on block. -2 on block.
Oh, man.
On a long-range evasive mid launcher that pancake flip that hits grounded and pancake flips.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's crazy when like everyone is talking about the same move. This Claudio move is insane. I didn't know it flips over and hits grounded. I didn't know that. Because I don't see it. I usually just see people just throw it out and just like hope that it crushes like mids and highs. It's -2 is insane. Like I do get he's got the power up, but nah, -2 is insane, man. That's very insane.
And again, when Claudio is in heat, he has access to Starburst until his meter runs out.
I think you were like, what the F?
And again, you see the pushback
the
here.
teach me shadow from the
-2 with
Smith.
pushback.
Bro, I was the move.
Yeah, not only is it safe, but yeah, it's back to neutral. And if it hits, your opponent is dead. I don't know what the combo is, but it's 1,000,000 damage. One of the absolute dumbest moves in the game goes to Claudio, so he's at position number 4. Now we're gonna talk about the samurai man, Yoshimitsu. And you probably know what move I'm gonna talk about. And it's the
Flash?
The Flash.
Yes.
There are 2 versions of Flash. One from normal stance, and then you have NSS, no sword stance. He sheaves his sword. Sheaves it, right, is what it's called. From normal stance, the Flash comes out at 6 frames, and it's not a launcher. It gives, you know what, we're just gonna do... So this is neutral stance Flash. It does not launch.
Okay.
It gives a free back to 2 heat engager. So this is a 6 frame reversal that recovers very quickly. You see how quickly I can spam this. So again, a 6 frame counter hit attack. It actually has a physical hitbox, so it is an attack. It's a 6 frame counter hit attack that recovers very quickly.
Okay.
So it's extremely hard to whiff punish. And this leads to a situation where you never really have plus frames against
this move needs to have recovery of Leroy's backward +2. So when everyone was saying that move was crazy, low risk, you can't, do you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people were like, you know, oh, Leroy's back, the mid is like safe. Wait, was it safe? It was safe, but at once upon a time, and then it turned into like minus. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the But like, yeah, this is insane. Yo, thank you very much for the sub, and obviously I'm just doing this.
Yoshi.
Thank you very much, man, for that. Thank you very much for the sub. I'm just doing a YouTube video, reaction video. I will get back to all you lot in a bit. Yeah, so like this move, if he misses, he needs to have some consequences, and I feel like that's the problem with Yoshi. He never has consequences. That's why a lot of Yoshi players, when people talk about him, they're always downplaying because they have no consequences for their actions. They could do what they want. Flash is absolutely absurd in this game. Like, it hasn't really changed amongst the other games, but because of the combo and the recovery and all that stuff and the grey health, yeah, they need to tone this down, and the recovery needs to be put in place.
Yoshi, because this activates faster than a Rage Art. A Rage Art is 8 frames activation, Power Crush is 7 frames. This is 6 frames. So you can never take your frames against Yoshi.
Yeah, you can't whip punish it. Minus 15, you can't whip punish it. It needs to be higher.
And then we have the NSS Flash. This one has a bigger hitbox. The hitbox is so big you can actually run in and get
my
this
character's on the list,
and you can actually whiff
probably
punish
like
a jab with this. You can duck a jab and then do this and whiff punish. It's pretty insane. This one is not 6 frames. This one is 8 frames.
That's high.
But this one is also a full launcher.
Oh.
A full launcher. And it also heals Yoshi quite a lot.
Yeah, it needs to not heal. Don't make him heal.
So 8 frame whiff punish launcher, 8 frame reversal that heals Yoshi, launches, does 1,000,000 damage. This is probably the best move in the game. Probably. And then we're gonna go to our
think that might be a better move than that,
Mr. Dragunov, who's no longer the undisputed #1 character in the game. He's more like top 3, top 4 now.
I don't know,
I mean,
man.
top 5,
I think
depending
Dragunov
on
is still good.
how you look at it.
I think
But
Dragunov
what
is
is
still good.
definitely
in my
top
opinion.
10 is still his sneak 4. So that's quarter circle forward.
+7 on
plus
block, by
right
the way.
kick, so the 4 button.
Still, for what
We've
reason?
talked a lot about this move. This is an infinity reach mid button. Like, literally infinity mid. Tracks a lot to both sides. So the side step to the right is very specific with timing. If he dashes out of it, it is of course a full launcher. Of course.
You're not rating Dragunov.
It also hits grounded.
What?
Of course. And also for some reason, with all of these attributes, it is +7 on block and does chip.
That is insane. +7 on block.
That is one of the biggest mysteries in this game is
what?
Why does he, for all intents and purposes, have a demon pull that's +7 on block that hits grounded?
Oh, and I forgot it wall splats. Oh, wow.
I can't explain it. I don't know what went through the head of a game designer who said that should be +7.
Because it pushes back like crazy.
But it happened. Without this move,
like it makes you flip
Dragunov
over or
would
something.
fall in the tier list.
100%.
Fall in the tier list.
He would.
Brian Fury, one of my favorite characters.
Brian.
With Brian,
UCB
you think
1.
of Requiem, core circle forward 1+2. You think of this move, core circle back 1. But actually, his best move is a string he gets as soon as he is in Snake Eyes. So that's his install. And it's just like Claudio. When you get that token, you have access to one powered up attack, right? One Snake Eyes attack, and then it's gone. Like, for example, dick. And he does dick.
Wait! Is he talking about the knee? Is he talking about the knee? Wait. The knee gives you snake eyes.
Dick eyes attack, and then it's gone.
Why don't Bryan players use this a lot more?
For example, dick. And he does 5 dick. That's snake eyes, right?
Bro, the knee's safe
and
as
when
well.
I'm in heat, I have access to snake eyes stuff, right?
Oh!
Until my heat bar runs out. That's how those installs work.
He's talking about the tech, but I didn't know the knee
when
gives
Yoshi's in heat, he has
snake eyes.
NSS.
What movie is he talking about? But what's Bryan What's that? Yeah, Affilate 2 is 30 frames. He didn't mention that though. Affilate 2 being 30 frames is kind of insane. Oh, he's talking about the Bryan string. Okay.
Until he runs out.
The 4,
right?
2, 1,
and now
2,
I can do
3,
a string
okay.
called the incinerator.
Let's see
You've
this.
probably seen this string, 4214. He always has access to this. But when he is in Snake Eyes, he can do a variation of this string called incinerator, which is 4212, 32. This does 50 damage, which is very juicy. And you're like, oh my god, wow, 50 damage. But that's not too bad. He also has Heat Smash, etc., etc. Well, the problem is all of the attributes that are built into this string.
Okay.
If I do it on Jin's block here, it's minus 10. But with this pushback, it's not very likely Jin is gonna punish me, right? You notice the distance. That's minus 10 with a lot of pushback.
Okay.
So it's like, for all intents and purposes,
can't you
he's
sidewalk
safe here,
the last hit?
Bryan. You can actually power crush the last hit.
I power crush the last hit from what I was saying. Yeah, the power crush and sidewalk.
You can power crush in between here, but you can't sidestep.
You can't. Oh.
You can't sidestep.
I thought you could.
There's just no counterplay. And it's a natural string. So all of this is guaranteed from the first hit. It's hit confirmable. But the real problem starts in that every single hit realigns. Every single attack he does there realigns to both sides. So the string is homing. You can't sidestep this string. If he chooses to end at 3 hits, he's only minus 2.
That's fine.
If he ends at 4 hits, he's only minus 3.
That's
so Bryan
fine.
players can super easily mind game you with this string. Oh, they end here at minus 2, and then they might do it again if they are in heat.
That's fine. That's not.
And it does chip as well. Only.
I ain't gonna lie. The chip is whatever. I personally think QCB1. I think that move and QCF 1+2 is way worse than way more annoying to deal with than this. I think that string thing is okay. I don't fall for baits for strings like that. Not really. Do you know what I mean? Unless there's like certain characters that have really annoying strings. But like, bro, I don't think this string, like, I don't know, that so far with his list is pretty cool. Like the low one is good. Claudio's down by 1+2, 100%. Yoshi 1+4, okay. Dragunov QCF4, 100%. Those ones are okay. But Jin 214, no. Jin's Heat Smash 2, no. Like, and this is a no as well, man. Like, yes, stronger moves. It's not broken.
And on hit, for example, ending here, Bryan is +9. He can bully with stuff like this.
+9's kind of crazy.
I hope it's not too complicated. I'm just trying to explain that this string is perfect and there's no counterplay. If he does the whole thing in the neutral, -10 with pushback, you can't punish it. Every single attack is homing. You can't sidestep it. If he ends at 3 hits, he's -2. If he ends at 4 hits, he's -3. On hit here...
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a perfect move. It's not busted. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not busted. I tell you what's busted from Bryan. I can name you 3 things that's busted from Bryan. QCB1 is basically an electric. In my opinion, you don't get like the combo and stuff, sure, but this move is fast, very hard to whiff punish, very annoying move. QCF 1+2 being safe and a heat engager is mad annoying. Like it goes under like a lot of highs. I think it goes under all, but from what I've seen, yeah, highs it goes under. It's rapid, it's safe, and then on top of it, you got unscaled taunt in a game like Tekken 8. Unscaled taunt in a game like Tekken 8 is insane. It definitely needs to go back to being scaling again. Like it definitely does. Unscaled taunt, nah, not in a game like this, man. I'm sorry, you might not even even listen to what I'm saying in it. Like I know I could be very opinionated, but I'm telling you from now, unscaled taunt is gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Like unscaled taunt is
+9. You're not gonna do shit. Oh, and you end up right next to his face. Hey, oh my god. So he throws a taunt. Or he does it again. And there's nothing you can do. He's basically back to neutral. And he does chip damage. This string does everything. I hope I've explained it well, but it's probably the best string in the game. There's no counterplay. Bryan wins every time he uses it, be it on block or on hit.
The best string in the game.
And next up we have King. So with Tekken 8, pretty much every character in the game lost their very fast mid counter hit launch.
Alright, so talk about down for 2-1.
Prior games, or you know, all the Magic 4 style stuff went away. So many characters had 11 to 13 frame counter hit launchers.
Yeah.
That was all removed. But for some reason, and this puzzled a lot of people, King was allowed to retain down for 2-1. This was a counter hit launcher in Tekken 7, and it still is in Tekken 8.
I don't think again, this is annoying. Granted, this is annoying. Yes? It's annoying. I don't think it's busted. Like, I think, obviously, there's a lot of characters that have Magic 4s, this, that, and other. I hear that, but bro, are we gonna forget that man has Muscle Buster? Not Muscle Buster, the Muscle Armor thing, where he's just roaring and doesn't have no... Like, bro, that move is hard to deal with. It's very, very hard to deal with. Like, this... Yeah, you got court pressing. Like, I hear it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely hear it. Getting court pressing, it will be annoying, but... Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know about most that busted.
Yeah,
you get a lot though for 13.
And this is a 13 frame mid check that is -6 on block, which is not bad at all. Mid. Decent range, right? What a great King player will do is that he'll see that you press when he's doing the down for 2, and he'll see that you did something, you attacked, and then he'll add the second hit.
So you see, you wait, bam, bam, yeah. You add the second hit.
Technically, this move is unsafe because while it is -4 on block, it's still a mid into a high that you can duck, right, and then punish King. But a really great King player, if you've seen Vajon play, he'll only add that second hit if he sees you pressed into the first hit. He'll add the second hit, the elbow, and launch you. And using it this way, he never takes a risk. He'll stay at down for 2. If he sees you press into it, he adds the second hit and you're launched. This is possible due to this move having a huge counter hit window on the down for 2. You have quite a bit of time to register that the down for 2 counter hitted, and then big delay window, boom, add the 1. This was something that happened during Tekken 7. It got that big counter hit window. It is hard to use well, but when you use it like Vajon, it's just busted. And again, this is also an example of a move where if King was to lose that attack, you would never see him in competitive play, I think. You already see him so little, but I think if this was removed, like, the character would be gone. Now we're gonna go to Nina. Nina also has quite a few attacks we could get into, like talking about down for 1-2. But I'm specifically going to talk about Nina's... Oh, we are in offense. Her back 2-2. So when I press back 2 with Nina, I get a slap. It looks pathetic. Like, look at this. It looks like it shouldn't really hurt anyone, no grown man at least. It's 12 frame startup, which is very fast, and it is homing, right? And she does this, back 2-2, like this. This is unnatural for 28 damage. Again, 12 frame homing, +5.
Whoa.
And on block, I'm -6, right? I'm -6.
Okay.
12 frame homing, so you can't step this character, right? This is already good enough. You're like, man, that's sick. Well, if this counter hits, she can confirm, again, a huge, just like King, Big
Oh, that was a lot of
counter hit
damage,
window. I add
What?
a
Wait,
third
wait.
hit.
Why does
I
it do so
noticed
much
I've
damage?
countered.
I ain't seen no leaders really do that or try to kind of do all 3 hits. Why does it do so much damage? What the hell? That needs toning down.
Suddenly,
50
I'm looking
damage.
at 50 damage and plus 9 frames. If this is at the wall... Yeah.
Well, no leaders looking for that Procade, but it shouldn't be there though.
Best string in the game goes to either this or incinerator. Yeah.
That shouldn't be
And
the
the
game.
last character is gonna be none other than Heihachi's pet bear, Kuma. Okay, so Kuma, when he is in heat, he can do the Mishima electric, Berektrek, I think they call it. Rangshu says Berektrek. He does this, and that's a full launch. Wait, what combo do they do here? I'm not a Kuma main. I mean, etc. When you see Kuma in competitive play, you'll note that they do this.
That looks so dumb
Like
as well.
that.
But they
And
do.
you'll note that the opponent, for some reason, is just blocking for 50 seconds at a time. There's no counterplay to this. When Kuma is in heat, you just well,
and
that
it breaks.
sounds
And
good.
it
That
breaks.
sounds
It
dangerous,
breaks
down
armor
there in
as
heat.
well.
Run. There's nothing you can do. Even the pro players, when they are on the receiving end of this, they just block. You can't do anything. He does a 15 frame startup electric that has no execution and is +5 on block. And the math and frames don't add up. This is a special mid, meaning you can block it crouching or standing, but it also means you can't duck it. So they just do this over and over, and there's no counterplay. Like, even if you get this trade, note the damage Jin takes.
Nah, this might be the most.
His heat smash is also
13
one of
frame.
the fastest in the game.
13 frame.
13 frame startup. And it's super evasive and hits grounded. And has super long reach. And does 55 damage. And this is a very classic flowchart. Electric into heat smash. You can't power crush this. You can't rage art this. Okay, Io Richie just reminded me here to very quickly mention the fact that the Bear Electric can be charged up, and then now you can't even power crush.
Yeah, you can't power crush.
Because charge up attacks blow up your armor on power crush. So literally nothing you can do. And this one, the charged up one, is +9 on block. +9.
This move is crazy. Why does he have a better electric than all the Mishimas?
You don't know if he does a charged up one. You don't know if he does a normal one. It's just unbeatable. So yeah, Bear Fist has no counterplay and needs to be nerfed. It's dumb as fuck. That's gonna be my list of top 10 most broken attacks. So we had Jin Heat Smash, Jin 214, Low 111, Claudio Damak 1+2, Flash, Dragunov Sneak 4, Bryan's Incinerator, King down for 2-1, Nina back to 2, and then Bear Electric. I think that's a pretty good list. There are other dumb attacks we could have mentioned, maybe as a honorary mention. I still think Jin Scourge is pretty high up there, for example. But I thought that was a pretty good list. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.
His list wasn't bad. I'll tell you that. His list wasn't bad at all. Like, I think his list was a good list, if I'm honest. Like, his list was a good list. I do, however, feel like Jin's 214 and Jin's Heat Smash shouldn't have been in the list. I don't even think you should put Heat Smash in a list with normal moves, because there's a lot of Heat Smashes in the game that are, like, stupid, busted, whatever. I think when it comes to, like, normal moves and stuff, like, even, like, stuff in Heat, you could definitely compare that. Like, Bear's Electrics is ridiculous. Claudio's Damak 1+2 is silly. I honestly think QCB1 with Bryan is more worse than that string, personally. It's making me want to do a list. I ain't gonna lie, this video was very good, like structured, this, that, other. It's making me want to do a list still. But yeah, shout outs to the main man's top 10 busted moves Tekken 8 edition. Obviously check out his channel, go subscribe to him. We'll be on to the next video. If you don't want to subscribe to my channel, feel free to. We're on the road to 100k. Other than that, take it easy, everyone. Peace.